2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Up next, the Nets taking on the Knicks. For Brooklyn, the goal is to get better each and every time they take the floor, continuing to build their chemistry and connection, the unspoken bond that yields victory. Knicks, Nets, up next. Back in a moment. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Brett Barry. David Aldridge will join us momentarily from the sidelines. DA, it's all yours.
Hey, Kevin. Well, another Kevin Durant, is just as dedicated to his craft as you are at yours, but it's off the court where he says he's been on a search, pushing my limits, the flow of life, the people I meet, the environment I want to live in. All that stuff fulfills me more than anything. Kevin, the game of basketball opens so many doors for him to search.
It does indeed. Thanks, David. Lots of speed and athleticism on the floor tonight, Brent. What do you think could determine the outcome?
Well, if guys are going to play fast, Kevin, and guys are going to be up in the air, it's going to come down to very solid decision-making to see who it is that separates themselves in this one.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Barrett and Randall are in the forward positions. Payton is out there with Jordan. And it's Abdul-Jabbar in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Brooklyn, we've got Irving. Harris is out there with Durant. Then there's Griffin. And it's Harden in at the 1. It'll be the Knicks off the tip. Payton with the ball. He kicks it to Abdul-Jabbar. 5 on the clock. Lays it up and banks it in.
And don't let the lean physique fool you. Kareem with the strength to finish through contact as well as anybody who's ever played.
Now, here is Irving. Here's Harden, and there's the big-time jam as he slams it right over Randall.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Passes to Jordan. And no good. Great D that time from Irving. Here's KD. Out to Harris. First quarter, just over a minute played. Back to KD. And a miss there on the triple.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Irving against Jordan. Over Irving. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Nice defense from KD.
A bit of a rut here early, just 1 of 4 so far.
Abdul-Jabbar with the block.
And beyond the obvious physical skills, Kareem just has a great understanding for the game. Times his move perfectly to get that shot.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter.
The number 3 pick back in the 2019 draft, RJ wanted to play for the Knicks. He knew it wouldn't be easy with all the turmoil last season. Boy, was that an understatement.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
The shot's good from Jordan.
Now, this kind of balance is going to make a huge difference in R.J. Barrett's improvement in the league. When to score and when to be the assist maker.
You know, Greg, you asked Barrett. He said he felt better prepared for the glare of the New York media after his 1 season at Duke because, you know, playing there is in the national limelight. You're on a star-studded team.
Yeah, I mean, playing with Zion Williamson, Cam Reddish, and Trey Jones, the Knicks could use a little more star talent, though, if they're going to turn the corner.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops.
And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game.
Both shots good from the stripe. And you know, Greg, in the past, Griffin felt at times criticized as being a one-dimensional player.
I tell you, Kevin, I think he's answered those critics. You look at his passing and his development as a shooter, one of the more complete offensive players in the league.
Now, here is Abdul-Jabbar. Payton looking it over. Here's Randall. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan.
Yeah, Randall does a good job. His frame alone helps to create some space. Just with a little pivot there, able to find a way to score.
Irving against Jordan. Griffin goes in. Count the basket.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Payton. Following the basket by Blake Griffin. Good D by Harden. For three, Durant. The Knicks pull it in. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Here's Randall. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
Yeah, Randall not giving up on that play. Smells that one out. Grabs the ball and gets two more.
Pass to Harden.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
To the inside, Randall. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And a physical presence is former Kentucky Wildcat Julius Randle. But he's got some mobility to go along with it, able to move and attack in transition.
You know, people have talked about Julius Randle's game. He's a power driver, isn't he, Greg? I mean, the guy just bulldozes all the way in.
I like that phrase, Kev. You know, very fluid for his size. A pretty good ball handler and passer. I think his shooting is where he's still filling in the gaps.
That free throw good from Randall.
After being picked 7th out of Kentucky back in 2014 by the Lakers, you remember Julius Randle, an auspicious start to his career, breaking his leg on his very first NBA game. That has not deterred him.
Both free throws good from Randall. Nets trail by 7. Harden outside. Lets it go with a 3. And the Nets miss again. The Knicks have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Tied at the 50% mark. And there's Jordan putting it right back in.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Here is Harden following the basket by Michael Jordan. Harden outside from outside the arc. It's rebounded by Barrett.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Here's Jordan. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. Jordan's got 7.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical play.
You know, and with how deliberate he can be, Hart still can surprise defenders with that burst, that underrated vertical that he possesses.
And it's Jordan with the jam.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, dominant so far. That's the responsibility of the starters. Now let's see if everybody else who plays in this game makes the same kind of high-level contributions.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get one to go, get back on track.
Harris passes to Griffin. And here is Harris. No points in the game yet for him.
I like to see KD when he just elongates like that, gets all the way up to the rim for an easy throwdown.
Payton passes to Abdul-Jabbar. Here's Jordan. And the dunk by Jordan.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Kicks it out to Harden. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. Harden's got 7 points.
Well, KD, an awesome job there, just sharing the rock with his teammates.
The pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Stolen by Durant. Pass to Irving. Back to Durant. Tries it from the top of the key. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
There are very few guys Durant's size who can change pace with the bounce like he did there.
Lobs it up for Jordan, and the dunk by Jordan.
And you know how that play's going to end. Jordan in the air, adjusting effortlessly.
Pass to Harden. Harden draws the double, and Harris wide open. He shoots, and again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Pass to Randall. Now, here is Abdul-Jabbar. Griffin with the steal. And now Durant running the floor, galloping all by himself. Irving can't hit.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Here's Barrett. Great D that time from Griffin.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back three, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot, and paired with his dribble drive, a two-move torture chamber.
And a new group in for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Griffin. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. Brown is checked in for Joe Harris. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Irving. And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted three-point shots.
And not to mention four-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their three-point looks. Harden the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency.
Here is Harden following the score by Derrick Rose. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
Green with the block. To the middle. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And they double up Jordan. The kick out to Rose. Fires for three. And Noel throws it down hard.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Now, here is Harden. 7 points in the game. Dinwiddie dishes to Green. And the rejection by Noel.
And Noel in there to intimidate and does so there.
Here's Harden, 2 on the clock.
The 7'4" wingspan of Robinson going to work on that shot. Swatted away.
New York's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Quickly, he's covered by Brown. That one goes. Count it. And the Knicks lead by 4.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Here's Harden. Good for another basket for him. Number 4 today. He's 4 of 8.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
Rose against Green. And it's Rose missing. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting well right out of the gates here at around 50%.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
The Nets shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
One shot.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. Look, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
So it's the Knicks now. Jeff Green missing his last shot. Lobs it up for Jordan, and it's Jordan with the jam.
It's just one of those nights where Jordan can do no wrong offensively. And let's talk about the endurance to go along with it. Wow.
And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. .58 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Rose. And the layup's good off the glass. And now a 3-point New York lead.
And when Rose goes on the attack, he stays on the attack, fights his way through the contact.
Claxton the pass to Harden. It's stolen by Rose. Here's Jordan. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And you couldn't draw it up any better offensively. 8 buckets already in his first 10 attempts.
The Knicks have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
Free throw good, Jordan.
And the defining trait of the greatest of superstars, Jordan makes the players around him better, mentally, in terms of effort, and in terms of their performance.
Now here's Dinwiddie. And that one hits back iron.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way. Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Buries it from three-point range.
It doesn't matter how a defense plays him. Harden is going to make sure that that three-point shot is a primary weapon.
Back right after this. And it seems like players are constantly changing teams. Here is Spencer Dinwiddie discussing the effects of that.
As a team, as a unit, as a roster, we've had a lot of turnover, and so we're all adjusting and getting used to playing together and building that chemistry and that foundation.
Greg Dinwiddie, one of those players who seems to adapt to any situation.
I mean, he's versatile. Total team player, will do whatever is asked of him. He's really emerged after being picked in the second round a few years ago.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen from the Knicks so far, what do you guys think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
We've got Green. He's out there with Brown, and it's Harden in at the point. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Since the Nets acquired Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant, the franchise has gone from being an up-and-comer to a potential powerhouse in the East. That's necessitated changes on the bench and on the court. The Nets have added some new veterans. The time is now for Brooklyn to stand up and make its move in the East. Kevin, back to you.
Well, we'll see how they do. David, thank you. Claxton the pass to Harden. The three. Robinson pulls it in.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
And the rim-running Mitchell Robinson, the league leader in field goal percentage, Greg, in his second season.
Maybe the most athletic 7-footer in the game. I mean, his lob finishing sucks in the defense, creating so much space out on the floor for his teammates.
The Knicks have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight. Kyrie Irving is checked in for Brooklyn. We hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in, is their defensive approach.
Claxton the pass to Brown. 6 to shoot. Irving for 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And New York will come the other way. Down low, here's Rose, and it's sent back by Irving. Noel finds Rose. Quickly, Dinwiddie covering. And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Down by 12. Inside. And it's Brown missing. Knicks have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Quickly, they grab their own miss. Robinson. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Timeout called, the Nets.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
Brooklyn making some changes. Griffin's check in for Nicholas Claxton. Durant comes in for Green, and Joe Harris is subbed in for Dinwiddie. Irving looking over the floor. And just miss after miss right now. The Knicks leading by 14. Outside Jordan. Here's Robinson, the second effort. Rebound, Brooklyn. Here's KD. Harris passes to Griffin. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Griffin's got 6.
Blake Griffin is still very, very strong, and that solid foundation and base is helping him on the inside.
And Jordan gets it to go.
Just looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And stolen by Payton. Here's Abdul-Jabbar, and he makes good on the layup. Abdul-Jabbar's got his second bucket.
And you just look at the grace, the agility, versatility that Jabbar brings to the center position. Can beat you in so many ways.
Buries the long-range jumper.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
And slam dunk by Jordan.
Now, how about that? The big man, Mitchell Robinson, able to find a teammate.
The pass to Irving. Outside for KD. It's stolen by Abdul-Jabbar. On up the court. Oh, and the jam by Parrott.
R.J. Parrott getting up there. Dunk contest, anyone?
Outside Irving. And Durant puts up a deep 3. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Robinson's got 4 rebounds in this game. Irving against Payton. Pass to Robinson. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Robinson.
Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
Randall's checked in for the Knicks. Nets trail by 17. Outside, KD. Here's Irving. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Elfrid Payton.
Yeah, when your point guard is Kyrie Irving and he decides to mix it up on the inside, that helps out your ball club.
The Nets shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Kyrie Irving. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft, first on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career, and that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who ever played the game.
Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Irving passes to Durant. And then Durant with the jam.
Yeah, put some students in the classroom because that's exactly how you move the ball. Kyrie terrific at spotting the open man, and then you got to get it to him.
Abdul-Jabbar in the post. Guarded by KD. Right side, Jordan. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. Jordan's got 30.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores. One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Passes it to Randall. Outside Jordan. Pulls it up. He doesn't hit that one. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Here's Irving. And the basket is good. And he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Kyrie exceptional at taking the hit and then somehow creating a release angle towards the rim.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
One shot.
The Nets making a switch here. Harden's checked in. That's good from Irving.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter.
And the coaching staff enjoying that as Randall is becoming a bit more of a facilitator.
For New York, they have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. Free throw good, Jordan. And it's Harden with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. 15-point game. Jordan against Durant. To the paint. Here's Griffin. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
And Griffin playing with heart. Like how he slams that one home right now, dominating in the paint.
Here's Peyton. Abdul-Jabbar trying to free himself up. That one misses. 3 shots all come up empty. Pull up Jay. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got his 6th rebound on the night.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. Not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
Good on the 3-point shot. Jordan's got 36.
Well, he doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more. And he looks like he's going to get it.
Timeout called, the Nets. Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
Outside Durant. And he goes right over R.J. Barrett and slams it down.
Can you add that one to Durant's ongoing highlight reel? Thank you very much.
Brooklyn shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one.
One shot.
How about the charisma of KD that time? Teammates loving what he's bringing to the table here tonight.
Payton against Harden. Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And so how is it that you avoid the fouling Durant? I'm not sure. The guy has so many tools in the toolbox.
And these are his 2nd and 3rd free throws tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Rose is checked in for Payton. And both free throws good for Durant.
Well, his body control is phenomenal, and his ability to get to the line has always been impressive. That's a huge part of his game.
Looking to get back on track here. And slam dunk by Jordan.
And that's the role they want for Rose. Getting guys going through his passing, especially when he can find them in rhythm.
Harden against Rose. It's stolen by Abdul-Jabbar. Here's Jordan. Blake Griffin pulls it in.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, "I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it." Kevin, that may be, but it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right, one of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report. Pass to Jordan. And here's Barrett. To the middle, here's Abdul-Jabbar. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Outside Irving. And here's Harden for 3. Rebounded by Abdul-Jabbar. Abdul-Jabbar's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Outside for Jordan. 1:41 left to play in the first half. And Abdul-Jabbar gets it to go.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And then Durant with the jam.
Anticipating the contact there and toughness through that play, Durant is not afraid to attack the defense.
Rose kicks to Randall. Now the pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Back to Randall. Second shot opportunity, and it's Abdul-Jabbar getting it to go. Abdul-Jabbar's got 8 here in the quarter.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Irving dishes to Harris. And it's blocked. They retain possession. They get it back. Here's Harden. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him. Harden's got 14 points.
And one of the most creative scorers the league has to offer. Harden specializes in sinking those tough shots.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, easy call.
That's his first personal foul.
For New York, they have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department. The first one falls.
And you gotta love watching Rose play the game. His intense style can be infectious out there, and I think it really does elevate his teammates.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Griffin. Green comes in for Joe Harris. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Kyrie Irving. And he makes both free throws.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Now, Dinwiddie, he has 5. And Durant puts up a deep 3. Randall grabs the board.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Capitalizing on the error, grinding out points, you gotta love it.
That's why you can't afford to just turn it over to him, because he's going to do stuff like that to make you pay just right down the throat.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. New York ahead, up 19. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Elfrid Payton. Elfrid, great passing in the first half. How does that impact the offense when the ball's moving like we saw it?
Everybody's getting easy shots. You know, it's much easier than contested shots, and guys are knocking it down.
Well, a really good first half, Elfrid. Thank you for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. For the Knicks, the first quarter was pretty even. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point lead. They just exploded in the second quarter, grabbing the momentum and running with it. Basket after basket, and they played stingy defense. Now they've got a halftime lead that's going to be very difficult to erase. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Knicks.
Boy, it was rough down there in the paint, and they were just dominant, taking it to the rack. But that's what you have to be willing to do. Take the action to the heart of the competition without any fear. That's why this is already a blowout.
And over to the big fella, your thoughts on the Nets.
Sloppy ball, way too many wasted possessions, chucking up threes, missing them. I could hit more threes than that, Ernie. I hope they're talking right now about getting the ball inside, because that's what it's going to take. If they were hitting more threes, that'd be a different story. But if was a fifth, Ernie, you know the rest.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. What a game we're seeing from Michael Jordan.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. And New York, looking at who they've got, Barrett and Randall are in the forward positions. Jordan is out there with Elfrid Payton, and it's Abdul-Jabbar in at the 5 spot.
And a staple of Harden's attack. Sometimes it seems he's better finishing through contact on the drive.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. That free throw good from Harden.
And the way Harden plays the game, incredible. So much energy and really as creative as they come.
Payton outside. Outside for Randall. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And Barrett slams it in.
Yeah, R.J. Barrett can do that. That pass on target. And R.J. taking care of the rest.
Harden has a wide open look. No good on the three. New York leading by 18. Payton outside.
You know, altered shots don't show up on the official stat sheet, but as we saw there, he does a great job of doing that as well as collecting the rebound. And just Shakespearean there, a smart read. Saw the defense was collapsing inside, so he wisely pulled up from the outside and drilled it.
Jordan with the bucket.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
And it's Harden with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets, trailing by 17. With the stuff.
And it is easy to get spoiled watching Harden. He's had so many games like this in his career, but you still got to appreciate what he does.
Payton against Harden. Payton passes to Barrett. Offensive rebound, Abdul-Jabbar. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Hard work on the offensive glass. You can see the coaching staff rise up and clap for that effort.
Oh, Griffin in position, and the slam by Blake Griffin.
And this is why Blake Griffin appears on your highlight reel on a nightly basis. Loves rising up for the alley-oop.
Payton right side. Back to Jordan, over Irving. The shot's good from Jordan.
And he is at his best when it matters most. This game is theirs as long as he can keep this up.
Harden against Payton. Harden scanning the floor. Shot clock at 5. Low block shot on the way. And that one drops. Durant's got 20.
Just a positive force right now for these guys, and though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Shoots from the elbow. Here's Randall. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Randall's got 10 points.
Yeah, Randall's not passing that one up. Fantastic job at converting when he's got the kind of position like that.
Pass to Durant. Knicks with the rebound. Randall's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Jordan over Irving. And it's Jordan, that time on the assist from Randall. Jordan's got 46 points. Nets trail by 19. Harden outside. Outside Irving. Releases from 15 and misses it off the right side of the rim. And here's the fast break. Randall leading it all the way. Really left alone that time. Randall's got 4 points this quarter.
Can't say I expected Julius on that particular play to pull up because he had the lane, but that was smooth.
Harden against Payton. Outside, KD. Fires the 3. Knicks with the rebound. It's Barrett on the wing, covered by Irving. Barrett the pass to Abdul-Jabbar. And it's sent back by KD.
Wow, the large wingspan of Durant on full display. What a block there.
Harden finds Harris. Randall against Harden. Randall with some nice D. The Knicks leading by 21. Here's Barrett. Second chance shot, and it's Abdul-Jabbar getting it to go. He's got 14.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
Here's Griffin, and Griffin slams it in.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Passes it to Abdul-Jabbar. And Griffin, wow, hammering it in. Nets have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Pass to KD. And KD brings it down.
Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. Changes for Brooklyn. Jeff Green is checked in for Griffin. And it's Brown in for James Harden. And so it's Rose bringing it up for the Knicks. And the pass to Abdul-Jabbar. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
The Knicks have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Kevin Durant.
One shot.
And you're talking about one of the most decorated superstars in the history of college basketball, but maybe the most impressive feat. He won 3 national championships, and Kareem has a way of affecting winning.
Irving misses.
Well, his shots aren't dropping, and they haven't been able to keep pace, but they trust him enough to keep going to him, see if he can find it.
And Rose must continue to focus on his facilitating. When he does that, this is a dangerous team.
On the wing, Harris. Pass to Green. It's Brown on the wing. Back to Green. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists in the game.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Here's Rose, and again it's New York.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime.
And as he gets older, we've seen Derrick Rose coming out of his shell a bit more. Early in his career, he was wary of strangers and the media. Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Rose scanning the floor. Kicks to Robinson. There's the feed to Abdul-Jabbar. Some nice passing by New York here. Drains it from beyond the arc. 10 points for him. And growing up, Derrick Rose protected by his family from the dangers of Chicago. Then, Greg, after starring at the University of Memphis, he was drafted by his hometown Bulls.
Anointed a savior from day one. You talk about a life under the microscope. Sports writers picking him apart, rabid fans wanting a piece. In a lot of ways, it's probably better for him not playing in Chicago.
The Nets haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10. Dinwiddie is checked in for Harris. And a switcher also for New York. Noel's checked in for Abdul-Jabbar.
feel like Kyrie is just never afraid of the challenge in front of him. Tougher the situation, seems like the tougher he plays.
Passes it to Robinson. He kicks it to Barrett. Over Brown. Here's Noel. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Pass to Dinwiddie.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
New York's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Down low, Robinson. And Robinson throws it down hard.
And that's a strength of Mitchell Robinson's game, a force in the paint.
Irving passes to Claxton. Green inside. Noel on him. Green, no luck. Green's gone 2 for 5 tonight. Inside. And Barrett the bucket on the assist by Rose. Barrett's got 4 points in the quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And there's the pass to Claxton. Back to Irving. Launches it. Rose with the block. Barrett against Irving. It's Barrett on the wing. He's got 8. Quickly. It's hauled in by Claxton. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. And the wide open shot from Green. No good with the triple.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
And he uses the glass on the layup. 12 points for him.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Shot to stop the run, and that one off the back of the rim and in. New York shooting extremely well, 62% on the night to this point. To the inside, Robinson, and finished off by Robinson.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Pass to Dinwiddie. They kick it out to Green, and stolen by Noel. And here's the fast break. Barrett leading the way, and he banks in the layup. And that's 10 points for R.J. Barrett.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Good. Irving's got 10 points in just the second half.
Feel like the jump ball triggered Kyrie Irving. He's been on it with tremendous effort from the beginning.
Passes it to Robinson. And Nicholas Claxton gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Irving against Rose. Down low, Noel passes to Robinson. 5 to shoot. For 3, Barrett.
And Green's defense, very important to this team's success. The way he gets up in the face of whoever he's guarding, it becomes infectious to the rest of his guys.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
Here's Irving. And it's Noel with the rebound. Noel's got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Barrett. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
Not sure which clips they watched at halftime, but he has figured out how to attack the D, and they kept him in check in the first half. He's flipped it.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Back to Irving. Takes a shot at the elbow. That doesn't go in either for Irving. Pulls up on the wing. And again, it's New York.
And Rose always looking for his offense, and why not? He can put up points in a hurry.
And so it's New York with a huge 37-point lead to end the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll return shortly. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Sometimes it happens when the offense is struggling, but every now and then this helps with the offensive uptick right there. Great job of setting his teammate up.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got DeAndre Jordan. Johnson is out there with Luwawu, and it's Dinwiddie in at the shooting guard position.
Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. The Knicks making a switch here. Gibson's checked in. So he gets them both. Now here's Johnson. Right side, Jordan. Here's Dinwiddie. That shot off. The Knicks go the other way with it. And a fast break now for the Knicks. It's hauled in by Claxton.
Well, the D's so tight on him, it makes him alter his shot. And an easy chance turns into a tough one because the defense is swarming. There are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Left side, Gibson. Kicks it to Burks. Fires the three. Hits the three-point bomb. Burks has got his first 3 points of the game.
Defensively, you can't afford to give him that kind of look, especially down this many points.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
Much better job of just taking care of the basketball, really putting the onus on the defense.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Nets. New York's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Pass to Bullock. Fires from deep. Bangs home the trifecta.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Jordan finds Johnson. Here's Luwawu. Ball stolen. Quickly, he's guarded by Johnson. Quickly, and it's blocked by Jordan.
You can't just throw up stuff like that with DeAndre Jordan lurking around.
Yeah, no question who's been the aggressor on the offensive glass.
Left side, Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Quickly, he's guarded by Johnson. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Brooklyn Nets. And it's Jordan with the jam.
Well, that's where he's a huge threat to complete any sort of alley-oop. You could throw that at the top of the square, and DJ's going to throw it in.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Up top, Bullock. Here's Noel, and Noel throws it down.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession.
Yeah, the body language right now is not looking good for this basketball team. The game might be out of reach, but they have to avoid mistakes like that.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Burks with it. Right block shot. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. And here we go. Dinwiddie heading to the hoop. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
Great effort and gets in a little razzle-dazzle at the end of that one.
Yeah, why not? Show a little creativity, get inside, move that ball around, just make sure you score.
Quickly, he's guarded by Johnson. Quickly. Johnson with the defensive effort.
I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
And Gibson sends it back.
Taj Gibson doing a good job of just getting the hands up, and then the instincts come into play with the block.
Burks against Jordan. Here's Noel. Brooklyn with the rebound.
Pretty lax defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers.
Yeah, he's going to knock that down if you give it to him. Uncompetitive there defensively.
The defense also looking defeated. The lack of hustle is driving the coaching staff a little bit batty right now.
Dinwiddie with the bucket.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Now here's Burks. He's guarded closely. He's looking for Noel and finds him, and he makes that one. Noel's got 4 points this quarter.
Great to have Noel active like that, proving how dangerous he can be on the inside.
There's the pass to Johnson. To the middle. Here's Jordan. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Pass to Noel. Outside Gibson. Now here's Burks. He's covered closely. For Brooklyn, they've gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. And here is Johnson. Passes to Dinwiddie. Feeds to Jordan. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Connects from three-point range.
Now just all alone down there. Credit goes to DeAndre for finding him. That's a nice pass.
Johnson against Burks. Rebound, Brooklyn. Jordan's got 4 rebounds in this game. The Nets have gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. Luwawu, the pass to Dinwiddie. Now here's Johnson. Shot clock at 6. Shot from the top of the key, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Knicks ball.
New York's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Quickly, he's guarded by Johnson. Now here's Bullock. Tight defense on him. Burks for 3. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. Jordan's got his 5th rebound in this one. Johnson surveying the floor. Here's Dinwiddie. The rebound by Gibson. New York's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. Quickly, he's guarded by Johnson. Here's Bullock, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Shooting for New York, Reggie Bullock. At the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good. Bullock.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Mitchell Robinson's checked in for New York. And so Bullock nails both of them. Here's Johnson. Pass to Dinwiddie. To the paint. Here's Jordan. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Quickly, he's guarded by Johnson.
Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night.
And that one is good. Dinwiddie's got 9 points here in the second half.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
The pass to Bullock. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his second personal foul. At the line for the Knicks, Reggie Bullock. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good. Bullock. And so Bullock nails both of them. The Nets shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. Pass to Luwawu. That's in there. Johnson with the assist.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
New York's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Outside Gibson. Knocked away. Quickly, he's guarded by Johnson.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Pass to Bullock. Dishes it to Robinson. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
Are we sure that's the same player, guys? He looks completely different. What confidence he's playing with, and look how engaged he is on both ends.
Here's Dinwiddie, and that one is hammered home.
Hello. I mean, that's what I call a move.
That is some artistry. Greg, you're right. On his way to the basket, he was soaring. Quickly, he's guarded by Johnson. Jordan against Gibson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Jordan. And too long on the shot.
Well, the defense was right up on him, so electing to go for the fadeaway there to create some room, well, that makes sense.
New York's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. Inside. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance.
I just really like how Tyler distributes the basketball, skilled at quickly getting the ball over to the open man.
And for the Knicks, the shooting has been outstanding in this game at 58%. Left side, Gibson. 1:44 left here in the fourth quarter. And Jordan sends it back. In transition, here come the Nets. And it's Johnson that time on the assist by Dinwiddie. Johnson's got 4 points this quarter.
And great hustle to turn that block shot into a fast break opportunity. Big time play on both ends.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for New York, Emmanuel Quickly. Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. The Nets making a switch here. Griffin's checked in. And a switch here also for New York. Noel's checked in. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Knicks.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Michael Jordan.
Well, those points he had tonight, all critical, all from energy and activity. He just never seemed to stop.
And the dunk by Jordan.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Yeah, it's tough to mount a comeback like this and then fall oh so short. I'm sure that's weighing on them just a little bit.
That's his second personal foul. At the line for the Knicks, Reggie Bullock. At the line for the Knicks.
And he makes the first. And so Bullock nails both of them. Now Johnson. 46 seconds left in the fourth. Pass to Llewellyn. Just 5 on the clock. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
He just bangs down the one-hander.
2 very easy points right here. Noel against Jordan. 11 feet away, and it's Gibson, that time on the assist by Noel.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them, complete control.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.